Hello, this is a special series we're doing before the end of the year, where we'll be answering some of the most common questions you guys have asked us over the past 12 months. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, welcome! Click the subscribe button right now because we're providing massive value for the following days, and you don't want to miss it.
I'm Navodita. So I will be telling you about To His Coy Mistress, which is written by Marvell. This is the famous quote of this poetry which we are going to discuss today. This quote is taken by this poem. But at my back, I always hear time's winged chariot hurrying near. Let's know a little bit about Marvell. So he was born on 31st March 1621 in England and died on 16th August 1678. So he died because of fever. He is known as metaphysical poet. He was a politician as well and a satirist. And let's focus more about on facts. He was only 16 when two of his poems were published in an anthology of Cambridge poets. He is known as one of the most beautiful poets of the 17th century. As I told you before, that he died because of fever. After his death, his nephew compiled his miscellaneous poems and published in 1681. To His Coy Mistress was published after his death. It has 46 lines. First 1 and 2 line, you will notice that the speaker is trying to convince the mistress to have sex. He calls her mistress in title, you can see that. Cow means shy. So he's calling her mistress shy because she is denying to have sex. The speaker argues that the lady's shyness and hesitance would be accepted only if they had a world enough and time. But as they are human beings and humans are mortal, which means they will die sooner or later. So they don't have much time. So the speaker doesn't want to waste any second. And so the speaker believes that they should utilize the time without wasting a single second and experience the pleasure sex offers. Then later in lines you will see that in 27 and 28 you will see that the speaker tells the mistress that her beauty and long preserved virginity will only be a food for worms. Which means if she won't use it now, then later after her death, the worms will enjoy it and she will do nothing. So it would be better that both of them enjoy it when they are alive. In first 2 lines, that poet is trying to convince her by saying that if they had world enough time, then it would be perfectly fine and acceptable that she is denying. But later then in 3 to 7 lines, you will notice that the speaker is scared of death and he talks about what would be world look like if people will be immortal. So you will see that first stanza will be imaginary, where a speaker is imagining a world without death. Later you will see line 7 to 12 where he says that they will roam and I would love you 10 years before the flood, and you should, if you please, refuse till the conversion of the Jews by vegetable love should grow vaster than empires and more slow. So here the poet has used biblical references where he says conversion of Jews. He also mentioned vegetable love. Vegetable love means slow growing love which is pure. So yes, later in 17 to 18 13 to 18 line you will see that he's praising the mistress by using time, that he will spend 100 years to praise her, and visualizing the world, ideal world, that he will spend 200 years to adore her and rest 30,000 to the rest of her body part. Then in 19 to 22 you will see that in these lines you will see that he's talking about time's winged chariot is coming, which means time is running out and death is coming near, so they should hurry up and experience the love, the pleasure life offers. Then in 23 to 27 you will see the speaker talking about consequences of being a human. He's trying, also you will see that he's trying to seduce the mistress and he's scared of death. Then in 27 to 32 lines, you will see that he's kind of scaring the mistress by using ugly language, where he says, worms will eat your long preserved virginity. So he's trying to scare her by using such words, by saying that worms will eat her and she will do nothing. In line 33 to 37, you will see that author has used morning dew to compare her beauty. So here this poet uses morning dew to compare the skin. Tells that he can't afford another moment to waste, and tries to convince her more. In line 38 to 40, you will see that he's comparing himself and his mistress to birds of prey that should not delay anymore and should make physical love possible just like birds do. So you can see that he's desperate to have sex with the mistress, but at the same time he's scared and disturbed as time is running and getting out of his hands, and he's getting old and would not be young and energetic anymore. So later in 41 to 46, he says time is supposed to perform its duty. So we can't change the rules of life. He continues and tells the mistress, time will treat us the way it treats everybody else. If today's we won't do anything, then it will be gone and we won't be able to bring back this time. So we should use this time and break the iron gates of life. By this, the speaker means they should end the they should break the virginity. Let the time run. Let the time is running while we will make love, he says to the mistress. So as you saw that there are 46 line single stanzas, and these lines are divided into 3 sections, and it is a seductive poem. The theme of this poem is love, death and time. The first stanza represents care and love, where the speaker is using kind words, and later he uses ugly language, where he says worms will eat her long preserved virginity. In the last stanza, the speaker focuses to have sex when he's alive. So he's getting straight. He's straightforwardly telling her that he wants this. So let's perform it before it's too late. So in stanza 1, time is used to praise the mistress, as I told before, and 100 years should go to praise. This is where the speaker is praising the mistress by using time. In second stanza, you will see that the speaker threatens and scares the mistress by telling her that if she keeps on denying, worms will eat her virginity in the grave, then she won't do anything. She will be helpless. So these are the poetic terms. I told you before that there are 3 stanzas. Then rhyme scheme is used. That is in entire poem you can see AABB. Embeck tetrameter is also used. End rhyme, it is used to make the stanza melodious. It occurs within the second and third lines, and again within the second and fourth line. The rhyming words are time, crime, way and day. So this is analysis of literary devices. So I have mentioned in the whole poetry these devices are used. So I guess you people will read it. So yeah, these are the 3 questions came in the examination. The first question came in 2016 December, but the third one came from 2018. That was all, people. Thank you for listening me patiently.
Spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next, and we'll see you back tomorrow.